Welcome back to my channel. It's another beautiful day here at Cigar Exploration Headquarters. Today I've got the Colonel E.H. Taylor. This thing has a crazy cigar band on it. It says right there, "Let the band tell the truth." It's got a Corojo wrapper on it, which is just a sun-grown, extra spicy style wrapper. I did look that up, needed to know. There's the Colonel right there. I like the top hat. I was thinking of seeing if I could pull the top hat off on this channel, but maybe I'll just stick with the way I typically look. It smells spicy. It smells like leather. And oddly enough, like a corn husk. Getting like some corn and sort of, I guess kind of some dirt smell there. It's got an interesting end as well. It's got kind of like a little pigtail end, which you'll see on some cigars. Not an inexpensive cigar here. This is about $14. I believe this is a Toro size. I'm gonna get a straight cut on it. What are you guys drinking? What are you guys smoking today? What's everybody up to? All right, that was a good cut. Not the straightest cut, actually, to be honest with you. It's a little crooked. To see if we can straighten it out a little bit. All right, before we do any more damage, I'm having some trouble with this cutter lately. I don't know what's going on. All right. I also got a whiskey to go with this today. I thought if I'm gonna smoke a spicy cigar, not getting much spice on the cold draw. All right, let's get it fired up. Thought if I was gonna smoke a spicy cigar today, I would have a nice wheated whiskey. So, got something new. We're gonna check it out. Let's get this thing toasted up. Anybody ever have a Colonel E.H. Taylor cigar? This is my first one. Looking forward to trying it. I did not get my hands on Colonel E.H. Taylor bourbon or whiskey to go with it. It's really hard to come by where I'm living here in Pennsylvania. I also thought it was kind of cliche. It's doing both at the same time. If I had it, I would have. But I thought, smoke the cigar. Let the cigar be the star. All right, getting this thing nice and toasted. This wrapper seems pretty durable. Sun-grown, spicy. Supposedly a spicy wrapper. All right, let's see what we got. I'm excited about this. It's real shiny. See the light hitting it, the sun hitting it. Okay, a little less spicy than I thought it was going to be. It is good. I am still getting that corn I was talking about, which is an interesting note to get. Yeah, leather, corn, oddly, and some spice. Not as much as I anticipated. Retro was good. Got a little spice there as well. Got two cigar bands, obviously. At first I thought maybe this was like another language, but it's not. It's just a design. But big fan of this cigar band. Cigar is a lot more mild than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be pretty big heavy hitter. Yeah, tasty though. A lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. That's a strange. That corn is a really strange. So if you've ever had like a dried corn husk as like a decoration at Thanksgiving or Halloween, and you can smell it, it smells and tastes kind of like that, which is kind of strange. And a little bit of a leather, like a spicy leather. How shiny that wrapper is. That wrapper's so shiny. Tobacco just all over me. It's so shiny looking in the sun. Yeah, really like this. So the whiskey I've got today to go with that, what I thought was a spicy, real spicy cigar, today is the Rebel Small Batch Reserve. It's a wheated whiskey. It's got a nice proof on it, 110 proof, 55% alcohol by volume. It's a Bardstown, Kentucky product. It's a Lux Row Distillery product. There's the back of it. You can see there, Lux Row at the bottom. It says Lux Row up here too, on the top of the bottle. Lux Row Distillers. So, I think I drank some Rebel before. I may have even drank it on this channel, but I'm not sure. I have not had this one. This one is a newer one at my Pennsylvania liquor stores. So, looking forward to trying this as well. 35 bucks on the regular. I think I got this bottle for 30. I bought it a few months ago now, at least 2 months ago. Let's do a cork pull. That one was pretty weak. It's got sort of that synthetic plasticky fake. That's supposed to look real, but it's a fake cork. I do like wheated bourbons though, so let's get it in the glass. Making a giant mess, just spilling it everywhere out here. Okay, just gonna wipe that bottle off a little bit. All right, I don't know why that spilled so bad. Just dumped out the bottle everywhere. All right. So if I get lucky here, this might be like that Pikesville rye was, where it's got a high proof. It's the same proof as that Pikesville, 110. Check out that video. That was a good one. And then it's got a strong nose. It's got a lot of ethanol, a lot of strong alcohol smell. You know, I'm getting the typical thing. I do smell the wheated, sort of wheated. You can smell the actual wheat in the mash bill here. It smells good. It's got good color. Color's good. Color's good in the glass. We'll find out in a minute. Let's go back to that E.H. Taylor cigar here. Yeah, this is way more mild than I thought it was going to be. It's good though. Definitely has really good flavors. Really good flavors. I think I mentioned this, not a cheap stick though. This was like a $14 cigar. You know, you buy them singles. $14 cigar, $35 bottle of whiskey. 2 cigars, you basically have that bottle there. That's how expensive these are. But, you know, I thought they were kind of a novelty until I tried that Buffalo Trace cigar. And it turns out, you know, the Sazerac brand, which is who owns Buffalo Trace and owns E.H. Taylor, they're making good cigars, in my opinion. I mean, at least for the money. All right, let's try this wheated bourbon. Some birds living over there. Got a bird nest on my back porch. All right, 110 proof. Here we go. Oh yeah, a lot of proof. Definitely drinks proofy. Not in a bad way. And you're definitely getting that wheated, that smooth. If you've had wheated whiskeys before, you know what I mean. That wheat provides like a nice smooth edge on everything. Sweet, smooth. Yeah, it's pretty good, especially for 35 bucks. You know, 35, I mean, that's pretty affordable for 110 proof. I don't see an age statement on this. You know, they're selling this as a rebellious bourbon, but you know, small batch, you know, handpicked by master distillers. Small batch reserve, you know, gives the distiller and the master blender's name on there. Original recipe since 1849, handcrafted according to the original recipe. You know, 35 bucks in Pennsylvania. Definitely worth 35 on the first 2 sips. It's got your typical bottom, this notch from when they actually bottle it. That's what that notch is for. We talked about that on here before. Yeah, I'm gonna get more into this, have a couple more sips of it, but I'd say go for it. Lux Row is a pretty famous distiller in Bardstown. So, yeah, not too bad. I think, like I said, I think I got it for 30. I think I picked it up when it was on sale. I don't always buy stuff if it's on sale. Sometimes I'll just buy something because I want to try it. Also, I like wheated whiskey, so I may have just tried it because it's a wheated whiskey in my price range. Wow, a lot of corn, a lot of corn. After a sip of bourbon, and the retro there was corny. Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that people stay away from when they're picking a cigar. People say leather, they hate leather. Never heard anybody complain about corn, but I will say if you're not a big corn fan, this might not be for you. That's pretty amazing. It's turned into like a corn flake now, like a cereal. It's turned into Kellogg's Corn Flakes. That's what it tastes like on the retro. Very interesting. Oh yeah, this is totally drinkable. It is actually pretty smooth for 110 proof. I mean, that's real sweet and smooth for 110. I mean, there's nothing in there. There's no punch. It's more punchy on the nose than it is on the palate. It's making my mouth water. I'm like drooling out of my mouth here. Yeah, super drinkable. It does have a little, it has a little burn on the initial front of your tongue, and then it dissipates. And it doesn't finish super long. It's not terrible for the money, but it does kind of finish a little weak. It doesn't have a super long finish. But I'm not upset about that choice. Not one bit. Let me know if you've had other. I know there's tons of Rebel stuff. Right now, there's the month's gonna end here soon. The month of April's gonna end soon, and the sale will be over. But right now, they have a 6-year Rebel that it's an age-stated 100 proof, 6-year, regularly $60 on sale for $50. So they have a $10 off sale, which is pretty good. I don't remember seeing that when I bought this. I think this was either, on sale, new, and or weeded, and that's why I picked this up. So this doesn't have an age statement, so this could be 2-year-old juice, but it's not bad. It does have the honey and vanilla that it says on the back, standout flavors of honey and vanilla. Definitely getting that. Yeah, if I see that 6-year, I'll probably pick that up if it's still on sale. I'm not paying 60 for it. I'll pay 50 for it probably. Try that one at some point. This is a yummy little cigar. Like I said, I think it's a Toro size. Yeah, I mean, you really can't beat that flavor profile at 110 proof for 35 bucks. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good setup. Maybe I'm cutting the cigar the wrong way, because you know you can put it in this way, and because it's a guillotine, the blade does, or you can put it in this way. You know, maybe I'm putting it in here essentially backwards. Let me know in the comments. Do you put it in the front way, or do you put it in the back way, or does it not matter? Am I just bad at cutting cigars with this thing? I mean, this cigar is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, every time I cut it, I expect it to be like, expect it to be perfect, I guess. I guess it's not perfect, but I expect it to be better. It's fine. See how it's a little lopsided though? It's a little crooked, which, you know, could affect the burn. I'm just being picky. This is just such a cool cigar band. Like, look at how his face is, and that's where you tear, like when you take it off, that's where you'll take it off. His head is like the end of the wrapper. It's pretty cool. It just doesn't seem like they spared any expense with this cigar band, as opposed to other ones I won't mention who. Begins with a G. That seem to sort of reuse all their stuff. Although this is the only cigar that I think they make. I think it comes in 3 sizes. You know, now that I say that, this could be the Corona size, not the Toro. What gauge do you think that is? You think that's a gauge in the 40s, or do you think that's a gauge in the 50s? It might be a 46, might be a Corona size. Although, I don't know. I feel like Coronas are smaller. Not a big fan of this, real small gauge. Also want it to be about 60, between 60 and 50 is good. 50 and 60. Yeah. It's getting spicier now. It's definitely getting spicier. It's kicking up a notch, as they say on the... Who says that? There's a cook that says that, right? On a cooking show. This cigar is definitely getting spicier. Having just the best weather here. Like I said, end of April. It's just sunny. Really warm, 70s. Perfect, in my opinion, perfect weather. All the critters are running around. I've got a little lattice thing over here at Cigar Exploration Headquarters. And it grows this plant up it every year. And the Japanese beetles love it. So I always have to try to put out those beetle catcher bags so that it doesn't eat the whole plant. But they don't come every year. I feel like they come every couple years. But anyway, the birds always build a nest in it every year. Usually it's robins. Usually it's just a pretty common bird. But this year there's like these, it's like these little sparrows or something they're real cool looking. They're like, when they land, they like hop. So I don't ever mess with it. Like, I don't ever mess with the birds that build nests there. I let them there. They poop everywhere. You know, I poop all over my porch then. But, you know, it is what it is. You gotta let them live. Yeah, it's not very viscous. Definitely getting that honey vanilla though. Got some bee action here too. Got some yellow jackets going after my table and chairs. Not sure what they're after. They just seem to be attracted to it. And what exactly is going on over there? I don't kill honeybees, but yellow jackets are gonna get it. Because I don't really see the point of a yellow jacket. So it's yellow jackets and there's some honeybees. They're just kind of hanging around it. Which usually makes you think there's a nest in there, right? Went to Walmart today, which I don't normally go to Walmart. It's a very rare occasion if I go there. I literally go to Walmart like once a year, twice a year. And there's certain things I can't get other places that I want to get there. So I went there today, see if I can not spill this everywhere. And I realized while I was there, I stumbled into their I still spilled it everywhere. I stumbled into their garden section. Just a mess out here today. I usually don't spill any whiskey, but I'm just spilling it all over the place. It's just all over everything. So anyway, let me try to finish this story here. So I went into the garden section out there at Walmart. I have a super Walmart here, and I realized that there's no reason for me to go to Home Depot because that's where I usually buy all my stuff for my yard. And there's something floating in there. It's just a mess out here. And I realized there's just no reason to go to Home Depot. They have everything at Walmart and have it all just so much cheaper. It's unbelievable. Walmart, I don't even understand how they can sell what they can sell for the prices, or these other companies are just that much greedier. I'm not really sure, but because I bought a grill brush at Home Depot, and I bought a cheap one because I don't need an expensive grill brush. There's nothing fancy going on. For $10, Walmart had the exact same one for $5, half as much. I bought some stuff for my lawn. Again, it was like $15 a bottle for this lawn stuff. They have it for $10 at Walmart. Everything is way cheaper there, and they also have everything, everything under the sun. I bought some cologne there. You can get cologne and a battery for your lawnmower there. It's just a crazy place. I'm sure everybody knows about all that, but I just never go. I literally only go there once a year, twice maybe. There's just certain things that I can't get that I like. They have these rubber gloves at Walmart. I just really like them. For cooking and cleaning, you wear these disposable rubber gloves. Oh yeah, the spice is coming in strong here. I wonder if bees like bourbon, because if they do, they're gonna be here any minute. So I'm just wearing it, I have it all over me. Yeah, 20 minutes into this stick. I don't even think we're halfway. Quality's here for sure. This thing is high quality. take off this first cigar band, see what we got here. See if there's anything fancy underneath of it. Sometimes you get a little surprise. Nope, nothing. The raised lettering. Big sucker for the black and gold. Nothing on the inside. Maybe birds like bourbon. Put all my trash underneath something so it doesn't blow away. It's so windy here. Like I always complain about the wind. You just find a bunch of trash in your yard all the time. You can hear them singing. It's like two songbirds. They're cute. That's their home. They made that their home. They're just looking at me. Like, what are you doing near our house? I'm in shock how much after the first third, the spice kicked up on this thing. Maybe it just needed to get warm inside, needed to get activated, heated up, but it is super spicy compared to when I lit it. Which was what I was looking for. You know, I'm not disappointed. I'm obviously happy about it because this is gonna go with it well. Nice smooth wheated bourbon. Starting to lose that corn a little. The corn is getting traded for spice. It's still there. Now I've got leather, spice, and corn. Okay, interesting. One thing you can count on around here 7 days a week is guns and aircraft. I mean, it is busy. Gun range down the street here is busy all the time. There's always somebody shooting. Old-fashioned copper distillery. Oh, I just saw that. You see that right here? I mean, here, we'll start over on this side. You ready? See it there? Old-fashioned copper distillery. It's amazing how I stared at this thing for almost 30 minutes now and just found that. I always wonder what the story is, you know, with, like, did E.H. Taylor, Colonel E.H. Taylor, you know, whoever owns, I know Sazerac owns the whole brand, right? But whoever's in charge, did they just one day go, you know what, we're missing out on a market here. We could be making cigars. People love drinking our bourbon with cigars. Why don't we make cigars? You know, is that how this happens? Is that what, like with Buffalo Trace, you know? Or is that like a pet project of like a kid or a grandkid or a nephew or a niece or somebody that works there, and they're like, you know what, I love cigars. Let me put the Buffalo Trace brand on there. Like, and how many levels of improvement does it take to put a whiskey brand on a cigar? This one has this, you know, Corojo wrapper. Pretty unique. You know, supposedly that wrapper originates in Cuba. I mean, I don't know why that really matters, other than the fact that, you know, Cuban cigars are probably the most famous type of cigar. I think this is a Honduran cigar. This is spicy. Spicy and good. Nice. All right, let's take this other cigar band off here because I just want to see if there's anything going on. I can't imagine there will be, you know, since the other one didn't have anything. This one's probably just going to be a plain one as well. I want to mess up this guy's top hat. I want to mess up the Colonel's top hat. Let me peel it like this. Wow, it's got some serious glue on there. Ooh, careful. Oh yeah, there is something inside of it. Nice. Oh wow, oh that's really cool. All right, so here's the front side of it. Obviously the same kind of raised lettering as, but then check out this back. I know you can see through it, but look at that. Splendidly handcrafted. Same thing. It says old-fashioned copper distillery. It has the signature. It has the signature of the Colonel. Well, that's cool. Well, there you go. If you never took it off, you would never see that. So there's a reason to take it off. That's cool. I like that. I like stuff like that. Everything's getting better. Sometimes I wonder if it's just me. You know, if it just gets better as I go because I'm drinking. You know, I've only drank one. It's the second glass of it, but it seems to be getting better. I got to figure something out with this ashtray. I got to get an ashtray. The ashes just don't blow everywhere. I might as well just not even use the ashtray. I might as well just ash on the ground and let it blow around because that's what's basically happening here. Corn and spicy pepper. It's corn and spicy leather. Yeah. Well, I guess I need to do some bee hunting later. There's got to be a start of a nest somewhere in that table. It's like a glass table, and then it has like these, you know, it's plastic, I'm sure. The legs are metal or plastic, a combination. It's like tubes, you know, so there's like space in there. So there's probably a little nest going on in there. I don't know what I would do. Maybe I'll just turn the table upside down, see if anything's going on. Gotta try not to get stung. Gotta wait till later on. Waiting for those cicada killers to come back too. Big, scary looking bees, man. Supposedly they don't sting, or one or the other doesn't sting. Males don't sting, or females don't sting, or something. Those birds are cool, man. I don't put bird feeders out or nothing like that. But I don't mind them. Got a lot of rabbits in my yard too. Rabbits, birds, and bees. So. This thing's burning nice. Nice quality. And for how shiny this was, it's kind of a rougher sort of wrapper. You know, sun grown. You would kind of expect that. This thing's tough. It was beat up. Beat up good by the sun, I'm sure. Smells leathery too. Leather and tobacco. Stupid bee. That was definitely a yellow jacket. Yeah, good combo. These go good together. Actually, I'm thinking here, I'm sitting here trying to think about the H. Taylor, and I feel like I drank that before. I feel like I tried it somewhere. Whatever the less, I know they have I think it's a small batch, and then there's maybe some other kind. It's definitely more than one. But I had whatever the less expensive one is. I think at the local cigar lounge, one of the first times I went there. It's Suburban, my local cigar lounge. I feel like I had a pour of that there before. And they're building a nest. You got a twig in his mouth, he or she. I don't know, I always, birds are, right, isn't it the male bird that's prettier or something? They're the ones with the color. And then the females are the ones that have they're just brown. Female birds get the short end of the stick. It's good it's not like that for people. If you had to pick the most beautiful person in the world, would it be a man or a woman? Probably a woman. That would be my guess. At least for me, that's what I'd pick. Would a woman pick a man though? If it, you know, basing this on if you're straight or not. You know, maybe a man or woman that's not straight would pick. I don't know how that works. For me, I think I'd pick a woman. Most beautiful woman in the world. I'm trying to think who that could possibly be right now. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm sure it's not a famous person. There's some really pretty women though. Yeah, I mean, defiantly smooth. I mean, I guess for 110 proof, it's pretty smooth. Label's nice. It's got texture. The letters are raised, different levels of raised letters as well. I don't know if anybody cares about any of that stuff, but everything's getting better. Cigar's getting better. Bourbon's getting better. You're making an awful lot of noise over there, bud. Awful lot of noise. Yeah, it's a male and a female. The one has red all over his, I'm assuming it's the boy. The man has red all over his chest and face, and then the female is just brown. Nice tight cigar here. Feels good. Got a great draw. Definitely would buy both these again. The cigar and the bourbon. Give me a comment. Let me know what you're up to. I'd like to hear from you. Finish this cigar. Last third. Looking forward to seeing you guys. I got a lot of stuff coming up. We'll see you guys in the next video.